Hello students, and welcome back to another video. And welcome to my backyard here in Milton, Florida on Tanglewood Golf Course. In today's video, you're going to be learning about eutrophication. What are the causes of eutrophication? And what are the effects of eutrophication on the environment? We're still in our unit on water pollution. So enjoy the video as I take you along and show you the process and talk about eutrophication. Enjoy. Alright, so this week we're going to be learning about the process of eutrophication. We're out here at Tanglewood Golf Course in Milton, Florida. As you can see, we're out here because in order to learn about the process of eutrophication, you really got to come out and observe it for yourself. Eutrophication is essentially when fertilizers that get spread on an area like a golf course or often a farmland, those fertilizers have nutrients that allows those plants in this grass to grow, which obviously the golf course wants because they want nice grass. But the problem with that is when it rains, it washes down into the surface waters. So this is an example right here of surface water, a small pond. And unfortunately, this pond, if you look at it, you would think that there'd be like some nice fish in this pond. But in fact, this pond is really polluted. And the reason it's polluted is because of all the fertilizer that gets washed down into it via runoff. And as you can see, this pond has like a very strange bluish green color to it. And the reason is because this pond has excess algae growth. And the process of eutrophication is happening here, where you have the nutrients from the golf course runs down into this pond and causes a significant growth in algae, which ultimately takes up a lot of oxygen, which all the other organisms like small fish, snakes, really any sort of organisms that are living in this water, the bacteria uses all the oxygen. And so what you have is essentially a dead pond where nothing really can live in it because of eutrophication. So again, the process of eutrophication is the addition of nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus that are found in fertilizer, and it makes the algae grow to the point in which nothing else can live. There's too much algae and it's taking up too much oxygen, and the amount of oxygen in this pond is probably really low. And again, fish and other invertebrates need oxygen in order to live a healthy life. And when there's not enough oxygen, they die. So Levi and I have come down to this pond quite often to go fishing, and it's a waste of time because there are no fish in this pond due to eutrophication. And again, this happens on a large scale as well. This is obviously a small surface water pond. This process is now happening in the oceans, where you have rivers that have large amounts of fertilizers and are creating large dead zones in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's causing a significant decline in populations of specific species due to eutrophication. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you look at your objective for the day, you got to know what is eutrophication. You got to know what causes eutrophication, and you got to know the effects of eutrophication to the environment. This week we'll be modeling, doing a lab where I'll show you what happens when you add fertilizer to algae, and we'll be testing the amount of oxygen in different samples of ponds. We'll be making observations throughout the week for this lab, and so I hope that gives you a really good understanding of the process of eutrophication. It's important that we take care of the environment, but the fact is that fertilizers are spread throughout the country on hundreds of thousands of acres of farmlands. We all need to eat food, and the easy way to grow crops is to add fertilizer to those crops. But what's happening, as you know now, And as you saw in that video, you know, those fertilizers, some of it does go into the roots of plants. However, a lot of it does get washed away after a rainstorm. And because fertilizers are soluble in water, they make their ways downstream and eventually lead to the ocean. So thank you for watching the video. See you next time.